At a couple of it's the 20th of September 2024. Dr. Kemi Lawrence. Professor Ronka President Tinubu not going to the United Nations General Assembly meeting. UNGA, the 79th anniversary of the General Assembly in New York. UNGA is a meeting of all world leaders in one place, and every world leader gets to go to the green podium and talk about their country. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Kill go in the country. Kill need, she need help, she need owo, she need ideas. So world leaders are lobby like the states of their country. More really like General Assembly, which cover like 5 or 6, but America full time in the 90s. However, this year, President Tinubu's second appearance at the General Assembly ain't gonna happen because all only domestic issues like it tend to. President Tinubu has domestic issues to tend to when we are in a state of economic collapse. And this is not good for Nigeria. Number one, it won't go to share in Nigeria right now. Let's start with the economic thing. Our president is supposed to be at the General Assembly to talk about the global economy and the economic impact on Nigeria. For $1 to be almost 1,700 naira. Is a shame. I mean, this president has run Nigeria into the ground. And I think he should be at the General Assembly to discuss this impact on the rest of the world. We have lost a lot of companies. Many companies have left Nigeria, Bolt Food, Microsoft, name it. Many people have left because, they trade. Trade. Businesses have gone up. The expenses of business have gone up. Just to do anything in Nigeria, there's a lot of inflation. Food is scarce. We have food insecurity. We have people hungry. We have a lot of crime. Terrorism has gone up. Name it. This is the time President Tinubu is supposed to be at the General Assembly. Instead, he's sending Vice President Shettima. Vice President Shettima was the vice president in the Boko Haram area. And the world stage is going to be watching him talk. Until they control terrorism in the states, Elumalo represents the General Assembly. Muslim ticket, Abi. At the end of the day, President Tinubu has an ailment that he's treating with a particular doctor in London, and it's called Parkinson's syndrome. We know about that before he became president, but at the same time, he has to be checked. But Okuro in China, London, Lori doctor, and he comes back home. It's if one excuse medical reasons, any domestic issues. Personally, this is nobody's opinion. Personally, it got me feel all right. Is that I want protest combo on October 1st, revolution now, and all the other stuff. At the end of the day, President Tinubu because he might be scared. Oh my God, okay, I'm not for coups. No more coups in Nigeria. Military cannot rule no damn Nigeria. The military is weak. Okay, the terrorists, the bandits, all these things are back again. Okay, I believe in democracy, but I also believe in President Tinubu stepping down and letting young people rule Nigeria. And that applies to Atiku and Peter Obi and any other leader that's been recycled. Bring 55 and younger from your parties and let them run in a fresh new election. And you see what will look like. Like Senegal, young people ruling, everybody has had a young person ruling now. If it's not a young person, it's a woman in Africa. But at the end of the day, Kusori through now. Now we have issues. Look at that dam in Borno. Compared to Gotoshed in Poland, that's in Romania. Poland, that's in Romania, river overflow. Wa Wanubiti Dam, boom, or for dam. The Polish were not ready. Unlike Netherlands, who is below sea level. Our Netherlands people, they are always ready. Once Tinubu got on sandbags, name it. Were we ready? At least 30 out of 36 states in Nigeria have no emergency preparation for floods. These are the things the president should do. If it's the president resign because the whole cabinet, say about resign, your cabinet you can shuffle. Your special advisor wants to run Nigeria to the ground. The situation in Borno is really bad. First thing, emergency response. When climate change, LOFA. It was no river involved. The dam has been faulty. Adeola Faye, formerly of Sahara Reporters, a journalist did a video about this thing happening 2 years ago. Now, I took Adeola back, because I'm 60 years old, Mojo Adeola Lo. I took her back. And we say journalism is a rough draft of history. This thing happened in 1994, 30 years ago. Actually, let me have been a teenager, but 30 years ago it happened. And I was a journalist that year, 1994, the year I got into journalism. Every governor in Borno State has accountability for that dam breaking. Now the people are out there, phone rice every day, rice, and jubre Latin boats. What's that? Are we Nigerians or are we some poor, destitute, whatever? There's a lot happening. The migrant issue is a problem. Nigerians are migrating everywhere outside the country. Some are getting killed in Libya. Some are drowning in oceans in the Mediterranean. Oh, serious. Nigerians are leaving Nigeria. It's a huge exodus. We have to discuss that at the General Assembly. Discuss. The oil issues there. Okay, President Tinubu, Efrain, Minister of Petroleum. There should really be no president in Nigeria making themselves Minister of Petroleum. Buhari started that nonsense. Okay, yes, Motiso, why it's President Shemaje Minister of Petroleum? I want to Joe be on Tanzania and all that. Don't abuse Minister of Petroleum. Koyeki President Kokonje Minister of Petroleum. Our no motiva to she petrol to she bugbe. Celebrate. NMPC did not show up at the Dangote launching of PMS. They didn't say they represented, they didn't show up. Fight. Imikuro last year, 22 months ago, when Sofini was the petrol she made the 1,000. She bought the 1,000, so she knew you do. And he said celebrate President Tinubu tell him 8 years, you do. And John Latin presidency. Anyone praising Tinubu now over anything is eating from that very same presidency. And if you are just blowing him up for the fun of it, then you're fucked up. Because none of you have food in the house. There's food insecurity everywhere in Nigeria. Terrorists are bad, bandits are bad, farmers can't farm. There you go again. Where's the produce? You have the migrant issue, the oil issue. Okay, global climate change is affecting people. Even dam aside, okay, the Bono Dam aside, there is a climate issue. Summits in Dubai. By climate change, just to prepare. Like I said, 30 out of 36 states have no emergency procedures ready. Okay, one of my release of dam in Cameroon, it's one on states to fine. That was good. But at the same time, you need to be there because it's a global stage. The economic issue is bad. The rate of the dollar has prevented a lot of businesses from doing anything. Facebook land. President Tinubu, hello Facebook page. Me diasporans, why did you leave Nigeria? Hello worry comments. Any particular is but to factory to nkan. On shadi on sharing, but only some for shishemo, diesel ti won gbogbo e ti won. On dey pack up. On ta company with the law abroad. Báwo la ṣe máa ṣe business? Báwo la ṣe máa ṣe manufacturing nígbà tí diesel high bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Diesel high, Ukraine lost in the war. Ibi tá ti ń gba diesel wà nìyẹn. Ukraine lost in the war. Àwa ní Dangote láti máa gba diesel àtúnbá Dangote ìjà. The economic issue is bad. The 1665 to the dollar makes no sense. Ìwọ tó bá wà lábroad, ó mọ̀ kó wẹ̀ ti tán. Okay, 1.5 million tí mo fi lẹ̀ ní Wema. Èló ní sìn? $300. Please, ẹ jọ̀ọ́. It's affecting everybody, whether you're out or in. Health issue, President Tinubu Tuwambe. President Tinubu suffers from an ailment called Parkinson's. And that Parkinson's syndrome, there's Parkinson's disease and Parkinson's syndrome. Parkinson's syndrome, yeah. But President Tinubu didn't treat him before he even became president. When she grew in China, London, there's a particular doctor that treats him in London, and he came back. I don't know why he's scared to leave the country. Like I said, there's not going to be a coup. Of course, the October 1st thing is coming. Nobody wants to be outside the country because it's Independence Day. I don't know. But Mr. Shetima and the delegation don't need to be representing us at hunger. He needs to be there to account for Nigeria. Okay, accountability is important. Nigeria is the #1 country in the world that sends representative for every damn fucking thing. Okay, 3 days ago, they had something, a military event where Danjuma was supposed to be there and General Musa and, well, I saw everybody there. Danjuma came, General Musa came, they all showed up. And that's how it's supposed to be at the United Nations General Assembly, the 79th edition, and the second in Tinubu's tenure. Nigeria will progress when our own president can't even show up at something like that. Everyone was in Israel now last year. Everybody's waiting to hear what Netanyahu is going to say. as compared to his speech from last year. I've told you.